The next case was documented by a user named Betom, and it was quite the terrifying encounter, let me tell you. Betom and his partner just arrived from a long journey. After a couple of days, he noticed that some really odd events started to unfold in his very own apartment. After finding something really mysterious the first day, he seemed very afraid in the end, and it is believed that something demonic might have attached itself to him on his travels. Let's look at the first video. Well, this appears to be a really strange case. After finding demonic handprints on their bed, and after confirming that it wasn't their maid, stuff seems to happen more and more. And it only got worse from there. One day Betom was taking a bath when he saw a shadow moving right behind him in the mirror. He ran out of there and found more of these crazy claw marks. This night turned out to be the climax. It started by them hearing really odd noises from the back of the apartment, and of course they started documenting. A shadow person, or a piece of black cloth, seems to be hovering in the middle of the room. And then whatever is holding it up is just gone. Could it be a demonic entity that they were having in their house? What do you think? Really creepy to say the least. User A Major Malfunction has shared the following video on Reddit, and it's making the rounds lately on the internet. It was captured by Pablo Morales, and it is widely believed that he might have captured a man hovering in the air.
Is that Jesus Christ? Please.
Nobody had any clue how this was possible,
Mom, es un hombre. Es un hombre.
and if it was real or just some kind of hovercraft.
Yes, Mom. Pero it went behind the tree and I can't see it no more. Oh no, it's right there.
The upload just states humanoid figure levitating at dusk.
You don't think that's balloons? Looks like it's coming.
But what else could that be? If it isn't balloons or some form of drone? Is it maybe a UFO? Or something from the paranormal realm? The next was sent by Taylor, and she states that it was obtained in the paranormal section once again. It was captured by a young man who was looking for some answers. He states, "First time poster. My grandma was sending me pictures of her house decorated for Christmas, and I found this figure in one of her photos. She said there was no one else in the house, and I can't figure out what else could cause that shadow. Any ideas?" Clearly we have a shadow person standing in the living room, pretty close to his grandma. Or do you think otherwise? If nobody else was with her in the room, what are we looking at here? Maybe there's an easy explanation for that one. But if not, it might be paranormal capture. The team of Resonance Paranormal visited the infamous Waverly Hills Hospital, in which they think they might have picked up a shadow person that was not seen at the time, and that also could not have been explained. Initially, they were investigating the premises and had some newer people with them that never had been in this facility before, so everybody was kinda excited at the time. One of the group's members was giving a little informative speech in one of the rooms a little later, and everybody in there was accounted for, according to the uploader. Yet, there seemed to be somebody in the back, walking by the door. And again, that person wasn't seen at the time, nor was there anybody else in that hallway.
Sometimes I can walk through this place and it's like a big old empty building. And then it's like someone flips a switch all of a sudden, and it's a big old creepy building.
Question.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever been frightened?
I got frightened about 3 months ago when I was doing a sweep at 4 a.m. to make sure the building was clear, make sure everyone was out.
Have you seen it? There's clearly a dark apparition standing in the doorway. Our host is explaining next why he thinks that this could not have been one of his team members.
Just prior to this, I'm in the back of the room, and as I walk towards the front of the room, I'm able to document the presence of all of our team members and our tour guide in this space, with the exception of one investigator, Phil, who's down the hallway taking some photographs. And as you can see him in this doorway, you can clearly see light and dark values that define who he is. Even as he steps back into the door frame here, we still see those light and dark values, and we can tell that we're looking at a person. Here's a side-by-side comparison. On the left-hand side, you see the shadow figure, and on the right, our investigator, Phil. And on the top frames, I've done nothing to lighten these up, but you can clearly see those light and dark values. You can clearly see that we're looking at Phil here. You can see his pants, his shirt, which turns up white in the infrared light. You can see the straps from his backpack, and you can see his camera and the hat that he's wearing on his head. This detail does not exist on the figure on the left. On the bottom, I've lightened it up substantially so you can see this difference even clearer.
I definitely think that it is very likely that they came across a real shadow figure in the back. What are your thoughts about it? I find it truly magnificent. The following was casually recorded by a user named Did353, and he initially thought that a family member had played a prank on him. Apparently his family has seen a black bear lately that was roaming outside on the property at night. To simply document this event today, he pulled out his cell phone.
There was a black bear running around. He's been attacking our trash cans lately, and I want to get a video of him because, like, my parents are away right now, but...
And as he moves outside, in a few moments it became clear that it couldn't have been a black
hanging
bear.
out in the woods around here, and I'm sure of it. He's attacking our trash cans lately. Whoa. Okay, alright, yeah.
Did stated that he first thought that maybe his brother was still at home, without him knowing, and that he walked into his room to scare him or something. But it turns out that his brother, just like their parents, wasn't home that night. So was it an intruder then? Well, as we have seen, nobody was in the room anymore. Maybe the person was hiding in a different room then. Possible. So who could that have been? Maybe a person nobody knew about? Is it paranormal? I don't think so. The following has been shared by user BlunderDefect, and he states that the CCTV camera mounted outside and facing the car shed has recorded some really unusual light anomalies. Their night security system has been triggered once in a while, because it apparently had detected movement overnight. Every time this happened, the CCTV camera could not capture any intruder, or person for that matter. Is it maybe related? Let's see. Some viewers believe that this could maybe just be cigarette smoke, for whatever reason. But many people answered to that, saying that smoke from a cigarette would be hot, so it would not rise until it dissipates, which is a fair point. And it doesn't seem to be a light reflection from nearby. But what else could it be? The movement of whatever it is pretty unique. If you have any idea, please let us know.